Today we're going to go through the Osprey backpack with an attached molly bag for first aid. And this is for the hiker. And this is a bladder bag as well. So anyway, let me adjust a couple of things and we'll get to it. So I do not have my typical camera stand. So today we're just going to wing it with one arm. And so it's basically just the essentials that I carry for backpacking. And I don't always carry the first aid pouch. I do have a smaller one in here. So anyway, without any further, let's jump into it. First bag we're going to go through is the small pouch located right here, and this is the smaller first aid kit that I'm going to carry. Okay, and this is just for small hikes. I'm not going anywhere crazy. I'm just on a day hike at a state park, and it's just really just the essentials. I'm going to open it up and we'll show you what's in there. Okay, in this pouch is all your basics. Okay, I don't feel the need to take everything out, but it's got your ointments, your aspirins, alcohol wipes, all that. Then in this pouch here, I've got like a little pair of scissors, larger bandages, and I put some of these gloves in there for bleeding, whatever, you know, the little surgical gloves. I put like 6 in there. You never know. Could be a lot of blood. Just kidding. No, I like to keep extras on hand. So, and then on this side, I have these disposable towels. These are great. You just add water. They expand to probably the size, a little bit bigger than a washcloth. Great for cleaning wounds, for after washing up, just using as a towel. If you let it dry out, you can actually reuse them if it's just a matter of drying your hands off. And with that, also in this pouch, I have these things I found on Amazon. Paper soap sheets. There's, I believe, 50 in here. And you only need one. Seriously, these things are crazy. They're, let me try to pull one of these out for you. So, they're just very, very thin sheets. Just a little piece. And like I said, there's 2 here. There's 2 in this one. You only need one. I tried with the 2, and it was way too soapy. So, again, bear in mind, you just need one of those. Also in this is some gauze and larger bandages. So, again, this is just the basic kit if you are just out hiking on a park trail. Nothing crazy. And needle. You always got to carry a first aid kit with you. So next up in this pouch, I carry, I wear glasses. So I carry these lens wipes that you can get from, I believe, Walmart, Sam's, any of those places. Great to have. Alcohol wipes. They're also flammable, so. And you can clean up with those too. They're not just for glasses. I also carry animal dookie bags. Yep. Because, well, if there's no place to bury, it's frozen ground or something, you know what? Leave no trace. Pick up your poo, put it in a garbage. Just saying. And disposable, biodegradable toilet paper, REI. Yep, get a couple of rolls of that at REI. So that is what is in this little bag right here. So that was this pouch here. The next pouch we're going to go through is the open pouch here in the back. And this has this clip to it. And inside here, I will carry a bandana. Okay, and we all know what bandanas are for. Filter, anything. You wear it, burn it, char cloth it. Sweat, all the above. Just so that's the bandana. I also carry some gloves for foraging. If I need wood, This is my makeshift backpack hanger. So basically I hang these in a tree, around a tree, and then I can put the handle to my backpack on that, so my backpack doesn't have to be on the ground, especially if it's damp out, raining, then I don't need that. I don't want everything in my pack all wet from laying it on the ground. So this is great. I'll do a video showing you how to make one if you don't know. So that is what's in this pouch here. So on the back here, this is also a towel that I keep hanging on the outside to dry. It's a quick dry towel. I forget the material that it's made of, but I got this at REI also. So I just let that stay on the outside of the pack. So in this bottom pouch is where I have this is one of those safety blankets, emergency blankets. So I carry that there. Also in here, it's my cordage cutting and shelter. So this is some of these Boingos. They're Boingo rubber straps. People put them around wire. I found that they're great outdoors too. I can put them around a branch, or I can tie things to shelter with these. They come in very handy. Like I said, they're called Boingo. I will list a link where you can get these. So that goes there, and like I said, this is my cordage. So I have like, I don't even know how many feet are here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did this a long time ago. It's been riding around in there, but there's quite a bit of 550 paracord here. I'm not suggesting that you need 550 paracord. I don't know what we have to carry out of the woods that's 550 pounds, but it does have those great things inside, the tinder strand, the fishing strand, and all the other strands for sewing or flossing or whatever you want to use it for. Quite honestly, this whole thing will burn. And although paracord is not my favorite, it makes a great shoelace replacement. But it stretches. So yeah, in a pinch, it's great. As far as the tinder, yeah, the red strand is the waxed tinder. So I mean, that is definitely useful. But anyway, so that's my cordage pouch. This also has a little, you can see in it, I don't want to unwrap it, but it has a little bag in it for carrying other things. I don't need to use that. I'm going as light as I can with this. So there's plenty of pouches for other things. So also in this cordage cutting and shelter is my Victorinox Ranger 79, I believe it is. I can't remember, but anyway, my preferred outdoor knife. It's got the large blade that you can release with one hand. It's also got this great saw on it. I've used it many times. It's got all those wonderful things. I'm not going to do the review on it. If you want, I do have the review in my playlist, so you can go in and look at that. What I do carry in this, though, is these fire ants. This little green one is the one with the ferro rod, and it tucks into the orange, which is the actual tinder. And I'm going to tell you, for as small and compact as these are, and as much as I was not really, I wanted to try it out, and I did a review on it. They're a lot better than I thought they would be, and they're easier to light than I thought they would be. That being said, I also, on this side of it, you have obviously the tweezers, which I find more useful than the toothpicks, so I kept that. And I also have the Firefly Fire Steel. So again, you can see these, you can look these up. Anyway, I replaced the toothpick with the Firefly Fire Steel to go with it. So this makes it more, it gives me another fire kit, another ferro rod to use with more tinder. So there you have it. And that's the knife and the cutting and the fire and all that. Moving on to the waist portion. So you have the waist part that goes around and clips to you. This also has pockets in it. Let's see if I can get this with the one arm. There we go. This is where I keep my fire kits. So I have the standard Bic, mini Bic with bank line around it. I do prefer bank line, tarred bank line. It's a lot stronger, but at any rate. And I give it a little extra so that I can light this end and keep a flame lit without holding on to the edge, because we all know that gets really hot after a while. Anyway, so that's my Bic lighter. I'm not going to say it's better than any lighter out there. It's just preference. I actually prefer the Clipper lighters because of the fact that when you do light it, you can bend it. When you tilt it, the flame doesn't burn your fingers. It doesn't come back on you. It tilts with you. It's got the retractable. Just you can pull out the flint wheel, and it's refillable. But trusty Bic. Anyway, that's my trusty Bic, and here's my. I do have the Pathfinder all-weather fire. I don't know what they call them, the fire infernos, mini infernos. Anyway, these work really great. I have used them in the rain, and I've used them on unseasoned wood, and they will get the fire going. So that's that fire pocket. This side here. Today's just a quick filming, so apologize for all the moving around. But this is my actual fire kit. And I believe I got the box. I'm afraid to say from who because I'm gonna mess it up. I think it was Uberleben, but at any rate, this is the actual fire tinder kit. Another Bic lighter. This one has some Gorilla Tape wrapped around it. Nice pink color in case I drop it. It's got the jute with the bellow, or you can snuff it out with that. It's got little pieces of fat wood that I foraged for, just for little quick lights. They do stay lit for quite a while. It's got this old Army Navy surplus ferro rod and striker, which I will tell you, this thing saved me one night at out hiking. And I got back to camp. Everything was soaked. Got stuck in torrential downpours. It was friggin' cold. I was soaked. My lighter was soaked. It did not want to work. I couldn't even get a spark off of it. Maybe it didn't save my life. I don't think I was in any danger, but I could get a fire going with this little thing. So I was pretty happy. And this baggie is just, these are little fire plugs as well. And then that's one of my homemade ones in a plastic baggie. So this little kit, that's my fire kit. So that is what is in that pocket. Now we're going to go into the main pouch. Right in here. And first up is I have two Cheapo Depot Ozark Trail ponchos. But you know what? And I have two because, well, as we hear in our community, one is none, two is one. I typically have a raincoat with me when I'm going out. It's a spring jacket. I'm not a winter hiker, and so I'm just that fair-weathered spring, summer hiker, and absolutely the fall. But you never know when you need these. So anyway, it's good to have on you because you can get hypothermia. You want to stay as dry as you can. So, and then I have my trusty compass. This is the SOL compass. Okay, so if you go deeper into this pack, I have my Silky Saw. Love the Silky Saw, use it all the time. It's, well, this thing never lets me down. I mean, you know, it's a pruner. But it gets some good size kindling, you know, that you can baton later on with your knife or hatchet or axe, whatever you want. But no, this thing, and you can take your green foliage down with it too to use for whatever. Great saw. I don't care. I love it. And I also keep this. Troy. This is a poncho. It'll go over the whole pack when I put it on. It also doubles as a shelter, so I can actually tie off where the hood is, and it goes out to become a shelter. It has the grommets and all that in it. So this is a great piece, and that, I believe, is all that's inside that portion. So that will lead me to going into the other first aid kit. So we can talk about this little first aid kit for a couple of minutes anyway. This is great. The bag is great. It's got obviously the Velcro first aid symbol on it. It's got mollies. You can hook it to a pack, hook it to your belt, however you want to do it. It's very light, so I don't mind hooking it to that Osprey bag. If it was any heavier, then no, I don't want to do that. But where it's very lightweight, I'm going to do it. But this I'm only going to take on longer hikes, extra long hikes. And I do have an ace bandage in here. I will take that out and put it in my backpack, because I think you should always, always have an ace bandage with you. On the minorest trails, you fall, sprain your leg. It's a difference between getting out of there and waiting for somebody to come pull you out on a stretcher, and I don't want that either, so always have the ace bandage with you. So this kit opens up like this, and I have, like I said, it's a more comprehensive medical bag. I don't want to go through the whole thing. Again, you can get this at REI, and you can probably get it on Amazon too. I don't know. I got mine at REI as a gift, so somebody was really thoughtful and got me that for my activities. Again, I keep some more of these surgical gloves, medical gloves, in my pouch. This is water purification tabs in a jar. Little pair of clippers. The ace bandage that I was talking about. Like I said, if I'm going out on I'm camping and I'm going out on a longer, much more strenuous trail, it stays and it rides in this. When I'm going out on just a day hike from home or my campsite and it's just a tiny trail, I'm still taking this with me. I can't advocate enough for that. Hand warmers. I do keep multiples of these. I just got some of the larger body warmers. One thing I'm going to tell you, you can look it up on YouTube. I forget who the guy was, but these are ignitable also. These can make fire also. It's the chemical beads inside the pouch. So once these are done, once you're done warming your hands with them or your feet or whatever you're using them to warm up, don't discard them. Watch the guy's video. Just pop in YouTube how to make fire with hand warmers. He'll come up. It's pretty interesting. So anyway, it's just a fun little fact. And this has got the pocket guides for outdoor survival and for first aid emergency. Keep that in there because I'm not a medic. On this side, I have this great little kit that I was given. It was a promotional item for something, but it has like bug spray, lotion, just anything you can imagine in here. It's got all kinds of great uses in it. And then, of course, this side has Band-Aids. Now, what I did I added my own stuff to this, larger bandages and whatnot. And I would highly suggest anybody do that with their first aid kits. Add to it. A lot of these kits, sometimes they don't have like a pair of scissors that they're garbage surgical scissors. Add a good pair. Add your ace bandage. I had to get my own ace bandage for this, so add items, and that's about it. That's what I got. And of course my very bright signaling bandana. That goes in my main pack with my other bandana. But it was a great backdrop to show items. So anyway, get out on the trails, have fun, be safe, and don't forget your first aid kit.